types of drugs in this world. There's marijuana, there's heroin, there's meth, there's fent, but none trumps the ecstasy that a girl especially gets from the drug called attention. And one of the avenues that allows for girls to get the most amount of attention is OnlyFans. Today, we're discussing Lil Tay. We're going to be reading an article from the Hindustan Times. Rapper Lil Tay recently marked her jaw-dropping entry into the adult content creation industry. The 18-year-old raked in more than $1 million within 3 hours of launching her OnlyFans account. Speaking to TMZ, her father, Christopher Hope, shared his thoughts on the matter, explaining that he is unaware of any porn or full nudity on her page. Trust me, I've done the research. Don't ask me why I did the research. Don't act like you didn't either. That's why you clicked on this video, because you're interested. There is full nudity. I've seen it. Everything's bare. It looks nice too. I'm not even gonna cap. He further said that he has no plans to keep an eye on what she posts online. So, firstly, we see some coping from her father, Christopher Hope, who probably is like, he's probably depressed as fuck. If he's a good father, he's probably depressed as fuck. He's probably sad. So he's coping, saying that he's unaware of any type of pornographic images or full nudity. Brother, she's on OnlyFans. She's an 18-year-old girl. She has a nice body. I've seen it, and so have you. She definitely has posted nudity. We've seen it. I've seen it. For research purposes for this video, relax, get off my back. A few days ago, Lil Tay, born Claire Hope, told her 5.8 million followers on Instagram that she had launched her account on OnlyFans moments after she turned 18. And I know people are going to try to, I know that there's automatically going to be a narrative out there that anybody who subscribes to her OnlyFans account or sexualizes her as a pedophile or something like that. I don't ascribe to that type of belief system. I'm not a nigga who says that an 18-year-old girl is still a child or anything like that. You're an adult. She's 18. We've all decided in America, across all 50 states, that 18 is the age in which you become an adult and you can engage in these type of activities, online in particular. And in some states, the age of consent is 16. I believe in some is 14, 17. So she's 18, she's an adult, she pays taxes, she can own property, she's an adult, she can get married, she can go to big boy prison. So let's not do this. She can die for our country. $1 million in 3 hours. We broke the fuck out of that OnlyFans record. Come see content I took of myself at 12:01 a.m. on my 18th B-Day, only available for 24 hours. She wrote alongside a screenshot that claims to indicate her earnings of over $1 million on the platform, which includes subscriptions, tips, and messages. To anybody who indulges in this type of debauchery, hey, do what you want to do. Hey, I'm not paying for, I'll pay for other stuff. I wouldn't pay for an OnlyFans, especially with the fact that I found the images online for free. There are plenty of other images online for free. So all of these niggas who are low IQ, who are stupid, or maybe they're just like simps who feel as though they're helping out somebody by paying for these things. You're not. You're exacerbating a problem in our society with OnlyFans. You're a simp and you're a loser. The sexual marketplace, as far as pornography and prostitution, has been deregulated, which is why I would never engage in it in America, because it's unsafe, it's unregulated, it's too individualistic. Everywhere in the world there is prostitution, bitches selling their body and all that shit. But it's regulated. In America, we used to have those things. They're called brothels. We used to have pimps. We used to have all these things, these institutions of regulation as far as these things, which is why in America it's very dangerous. So that's why niggas get killed by prostitutes all the time and get their shit took. Because there's no regulation, there's no decorum, there's no rating system. You know, in other countries, not that I'm going to engage in it or anything, there are websites that you can go to specifically to find these women that'll do these things. And they're attached to a company. They're attached to a name. So they can't do anything duplicitous. They can't engage in any criminality with you as far as stealing things or drugging you. But in places where there is no regulation or where there is a low trust society like Colombia or Brazil, bitches will drug you and steal your shit, which is why it's one of these to Brazil, one of these to Colombia. Shout out to Japan and shout out to China. What Lil Tay's father said about her OnlyFans career. Christopher, who is an attorney, damn, how you go from your pops being an attorney? He probably got money, he got connects, he can put you into places that will allow you to flourish without selling your body or degrading yourself. Told TMZ that Lil Tay is an adult, that she is, and can make her own decisions. I am sure she's going to be successful in whatever she decides to do, he added. Shout out to pornography. Yeah, it's very easy for bitches to get into pornography. He further stated that he is very well aware that there are people who will never approve no matter what she does. Well, I think this is coping language. People would approve if she decided to become a philanthropist, if she decided to feed poor people in Africa or poor people in Asia. There would be some like weirdos, like people who hate on Mr. Beast because he brings clean water to impoverished areas and these very not urbanized societies. But that's not true. That's not true. There are some people who celebrate this, weirdos, simps, and women, of course. But he does not want to judge his daughter and only has love for her. Okay, so you failed as a father and you're coping. She has pornography, bro. We can see it. You can see it. The appropriate response to this situation is not, I have love for her. She can do whatever she wants to do. She's going to be successful in anything she's going to do, and I'm still going to love her. No. What you do, what our ancestors did as people, is when their offsprings engage in duplicitous activities, such as prostitution, theft, murder, things like that, is you would disown them. There's this entire story in this, this old book. I don't know if you've heard of it or not, called the Bible, called The Prodigal Son. I'm not telling you what to think, but I'm telling you, these are very old things of people disowning their children for doing bad things or going away from the teachings in which their parents instilled in them. Because he's not doing this, and many other fathers out there are not doing this because they're gay and they're pussies and they've been raised in a society that tells them that disciplining your children, ostracizing your children from you, disowning your children is somehow a bad thing. It's not. It straightens the mind. Nobody complains when a person who does a bad thing, commits a crime, goes to prison, because those are the consequences of your actions. There is punishment for certain types of behaviors. The punishment for this type of behavior is called ostracization. It's called disowning. Because he's not doing this, and many others, this type of activity proliferates. And this will you'll see many bitches who in interviews and on podcasts talk about how their fathers and their mothers still talk to them and treat them as though they have honor. Couldn't be me. You're getting kicked out of my house. I'm forcing you to change your last name. And don't come to me until you repent for your sins and apologize and admit to me that I was correct and that you did a horrible thing. By minting $1 million in a mere 3 hours, Lil Tay has broken the record of Bad Baby, another whore, who earlier surpassed the mark in 6 hours. Lil Tay had earlier hinted about her OnlyFans debut in a live session on Instagram, where she told her fans that she filmed the content 1 minute past midnight on her 18th birthday. However, her latest venture has caused major issues within her family, especially a rift with her brother Jason Tian, according to Perez Hilton. Lil Tay shot to fame through her foul-mouthed videos, while her father successfully fought a case in 2018 demanding her to stop making online content and return to Vancouver with him. At that time, she was staying with her mother, Angela Tian, in Los Angeles, Perez Hilton reported. In 2023, she was back into the spotlight when a post on her Instagram account claimed that she and her brother had died. Later on, she alleged that the incident was orchestrated by her father, as well as a con artist pretending to be her manager. Now, I stated earlier, attention is the most ecstasy-inducing drug for girls. And when they get that attention, they feel elated. There's halation. They feel happy. But there is another side to this coin. and that is reputational damage, which I don't believe that a lot of people really put a lot of focus on in modern day. They believe that any type of attention is good. What is the old saying? Any press is good press. That is untrue. If any press is good press, tell that to Will Smith after he slapped Chris Rock. Tell that to Diddy when he was dealing with the thing that he was dealing with. Tell that to Amber Heard when she shit in Johnny Depp's bed. Not all attention is good attention. You should probably err on the side of doing things that don't bring dishonor to yourself and to your family, and for anybody. And also to flip this, because it's multifaceted. She is an adult. Please, if you are a logical thinking individual, if you are a person who's not emotionally inclined to express yourself and try to think through these issues, she's an adult. She's 18. This is not pedophilia. This is not predatory behavior. And if it is, she's complicit in it, and she's exacerbating the problem in which you niggas are probably complaining about. Our society has fallen so low to where 18-year-old girls who could have otherwise had a good life, children of attorneys, children of pastors, children of men of merit, and children of regular men who have a good reputation to their name, put no value on preserving their father's honor, preserving their mother's honor, protecting their siblings who aren't engaged in this activity, protecting themselves. This is the age of debauchery and not caring about the future. But thankfully, there is some type of hope, a glimmer of hope for the future, knowing that Generation Z, my generation, is the most conservative generation that is the most conservative generation at this current age than there has ever been in American history, or at least in modern American history, is hope. So in about 10, 15, 20 years, when people my age start getting into politics, start becoming judges, let me fix that, people. Men my age start going into politics, start becoming judges, senators, the president. A lot of shit will change, and hopefully for the better.